And we're back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dark Phoenix Gaming, and welcome back to my Let's Play Mass Effect Legendary Edition with Vin Shepard. Now, last time we left off, we finished up a side mission. Possibly the last one that's not just having a random conversation or something that's practically part of the main story or something. We finished up what's possibly one of the last ones to take out some biotic terrorists who had taken a bunch of civilian scientists hostage and hopped them up on drugs to use them as human shields. And we managed to do it without losing a single hostage, because I basically told our party members that they could just camp the door. And I went in with my Spectre issue sniper rifle, which we also upgraded to the Spectre pistol and sniper rifle for Shepard recently. I went in there with those Spectre issue weapons and wrecked everyone's face. As to just how good those weapons are, these biotics, I was two-shotting them with the sniper rifle. And I wasn't even trying for headshots or anything. I was just shooting them wherever the reticle happened to be, as long as they were hostile. But enough about last time. Today, we will be taking on the final piece of content before we head into Virmire, because Virmire is, in many ways, kind of point of no return. Because, well, I believe you can do some stuff in between Virmire and the final mission and stretch, it's quite limited. And you really want to get all your unfinished business wrapped up before you hit Virmire. They don't tell you this, but really that is the best way to do it, in my opinion. And we have one thing left to do before we head off to Virmire. That being the Bring Down the Sky DLC. Now, Mass Effect 1 had two DLCs. There was Bring Down the Sky, and there's Pinnacle Station. I don't know if the Legendary Edition actually included Pinnacle Station, but to be perfectly honest, I never gave much of a shit about it. It was a combat simulation, basically. You could go in there and fight and kill a whole butt-ton of enemies. And if you finish the whole thing, the guy who ran it gave you his house, which had no noticeable impact on the actual story or anything. It was just some random fluff. And where we need to go for Bring Down the Sky, which is the other DLC, and actually did have some major story implications. You want to go here to the Exodus cluster. You'll notice the Asteroid X57 tag. That is the Bring Down the Sky DLC. You'll soon see why it's named that. As you see right here, we have the colony world of Terra Nova. It says, largest population of any colony, nearly 4.5 million people. And then there's this asteroid. Which happens to be accelerating towards said colony. And this is where we go for the Bring Down the Sky DLC. And we will again be taking Rex and Tally. No particular reason, but in Mass Effect 1, the people you take for your squad don't have any noticeable impact.
Status. Sensor
you can really do any mission with any squad makeup. At least that's my experience, so it doesn't matter.
At its current rate of acceleration, the asteroid will collide with Terra Nova in approximately 4 hours.
Yep, that's what we're here for, to stop a fucking asteroid collision.
Hello, I heard your transmission. Can you hear me? They haven't found me yet, but I can't talk long. Shut down the fusion torches. I'm going to die. God, I hope you're hearing this.
So it's time for us to swap off some fusion torches. For the reason that those things are what is keeping the asteroid accelerating towards the planet.
Headed in the right
For
direction.
obvious reasons, we would like that to not be happening anymore. Give me a second here. Yeah. These motherfuckers have rocket turrets that they're trying to use to kill our discount ATV here. So how about you don't? There we go. That did it for us. Out we go. And into the building to turn off the torch. Batarians.
Batarians.
Yeah. As you might imagine, given our background, Shepard has something of an axe to grind with Batarians. If you don't remember what I'm talking about, well, remember, we're of a colonist background. So, the major background event that kicked off our story and all that jazz, her family and the entire planet we grew up on were raided by Batarian slavers, and most of the population were enslaved. You remember that girl, Tabitha, from one of the early Citadel sidequests? She's actually a fellow inhabitant of Mendwar, the colony Shepard grew up on. Who was enslaved by the Batarians and then escaped later. So yeah, that's the sort of axe we have to grind with them right now. If you didn't remember that. Break down this shit. I don't actually need any more items, really. Off the torch. And we have to hack it. I forgot about that. Kind of makes sense, I guess. Try again. Gotcha.
I'm reading that the torch is offline. Was that you? Can you hear me?
I can. Now, do you mind telling me who this is? I'd rather not keep calling you random female voice I talk to over the radio.
Who are you? What's going on?
My name's Kate Bowman. I'm an engineer. I was part of the team
Bowman?
to bring this asteroid to
What?
Terranova.
Bowman?
We were attacked yesterday.
Sorry, I'm having Call of Duty Black Ops 1 flashbacks now. Damn it.
I think they know the torch went out.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. But if this asteroid isn't slowed, millions of people on Terranova are going to die. If I find out anything, I've gotta go. Good luck.
Okay. Well, that's one torch down. Two more to go. Yep. It is in fact two more. I was not misremembering that. Who the hell?
Oh God.
Do you
I didn't mean to. Are you hurt?
do you go around shooting random people who happen to surprise you? Or is this a special circumstance? On second thought, maybe I shouldn't be too harsh on the guy. He's obviously not a soldier, and dealing with slavers and pirates like this is not everyone's cup of tea, to be fair. I'm fine. We do have shields, after all.
Takes more than one shot to bring me down.
Sorry. I didn't even realize you were human until... well... guess I'm not much of a soldier.
I know you're scared, but I'm here to help. Commander Shepard with the Alliance.
Simon Atwell. I'm the chief engineer on this rock. Listen, we don't have much time. The Batarians fired up the fusion torches. You've got to shut them down before we hit Terranova. There are 4 million people down there, Shepard. My family, they live in Aronis. My kids and grandkids. Nice communities, good schools.
I don't have time to do the math in my head. What happens if we don't stop this rock?
X57 is 22 kilometers long, twice the size of the asteroid that wiped out the Earth's dinosaurs. It would be like millions of fusion bombs striking at once. Millions. The heat of the blast. 1,000 kilometers away, clothes will ignite. There'll be global wildfires. Air shock will flatten everything for hundreds of kilometers. Terranova will die, Shepard. Not just our colony. The planet. There'll be a climate shift, mass extinctions. The ecosystem won't recover for thousands of years. Millions, maybe.
Well, shit. Jeez, I mean... the Batarians have lost their fucking minds. Just casually causing a mass extinction event on a planet like this. They withdrew from the council over humans being allowed to colonize the Traverse. I'm telling you, not to get into politics or anything, but if they actually did something like this and they could be blamed for it, that's the start of a war right there. Anyways, what if it lands in the water instead?
Is there any chance it'll land in the oceans?
That would be even worse. Tsunamis would sweep inland at hundreds of kilometers per hour. Millions of tons of water would be vaporized at the point of impact. Global cloud coverage. The plants could all die, and if they go, the whole ecosystem rolls over. I'd have to run the numbers, but take my word for it. It'd be bad.
Yeah, well, it's the fucking Batarians. What are you expecting? Reason and civility out of those motherfuckers? I don't think so.
People back on Earth haven't been paying attention. Again. The Batarians burned my home to the ground 20 years ago. They don't change.
I've heard all the stories. Slave rings ranching people like animals. Pirate bands burning colonies to the ground. But this is... the Citadel conventions forbid asteroid drops. I never thought the Batarians would go this far.
You were on the ground when this happened. How many Batarians have you seen? And where?
They landed at the main facility. It's locked down now. They've changed the passcodes. No idea what's going on inside. I did see groups head out to each of the torch stations. Couldn't say how many, though. Enough to give you a fight.
Any idea who's behind this? Who's leading them? That might provide a clue.
I heard a couple of them talking. They mentioned a Balak. It sounded like he's the one in charge. They didn't seem convinced this was a good idea, but they were scared of the guy. Scared enough to do what he wanted.
Yeah. Balak, huh? Well, we've got a name, but it doesn't really help us. Unfortunately for us, the Batarians did leave the Citadel. They did withdraw from Council space, effectively. So, if they aren't a member state, I don't think the Citadel conventions exactly apply, unfortunately for us.
The conventions only apply to Council-aligned races. The Batarian government is a rogue state.
The Batarians aren't stupid. If they made a policy of this, the Council will declare war on them. In my opinion, these guys aren't backed by their government. They've got to be working on their own.
Yeah, well, not like it helps us now either way.
We can worry about who to blame later.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Nah, that's it.
Batarians everywhere, and I need to shut down all 3 torches. Anything else I should know?
One of the torches is surrounded by live blasting caps. We were set up to excavate when we arrived at Terra Nova. I rigged them with proximity detectors. That tank of yours will set them off, so you'll have to go in on foot. Even then, they'll explode if you get too close. Just go slow and easy. You should be fine.
Proximity charges around one of them. Lovely. Sounds like it's going to be a headache.
You set them up. Can you disable them?
Not from here. No. There are manual controls by the entrance to the torch facility inside the blast zone. You can disarm the caps there.
Gotcha. So we can disarm them once we get there, so we don't have to dodge them both ways, but not before heading in.
Ruthless. I saw them smash the faceplates of guys working vacuum. And those Varen, I don't think they always wait for a corpse before feeding.
Any idea where I can find them?
They were running checks on our perimeter equipment. Easiest thing would be to tap into the transmission tower out on the surface. The equipment stations will show up on your sensors.
I'll see what I can do.
I'll look for them, but the torches have to be my priority.
Yeah, you're right. Saving Terra Nova is more important than my team. There were a bunch of engineers over at the main facility, but they're probably all dead. That or being held hostage by the Batarians.
A woman named Kate Bowman contacted me. The Batarians haven't found her yet.
Katie's alive. She's one of my best engineers. She signed on with her brother, Aaron, I think his name is. He's part of the security detail. I hope they're okay.
What can you tell me about Kate?
Smart as a whip and bold as they come. I hope she keeps it. If they find her. Oh, Katie. Don't do anything stupid.
Why were you moving this thing in the first place?
Well, the idea was to drag it into Terra Nova's orbit, mine it out, and in the end you'd have a basic structure for an orbital station. It's a lot cheaper than getting everything up into orbit from the planet's surface. The minerals we extract almost cover the costs.
That does kind of make sense, even though it obviously didn't work out that way, but it's a reasonable reason, I guess. And given the population bullshit going on down there, I expect I know the answer, but there's not any way we could evacuate the planet if things go tits up, is there?
Give me a worst-case scenario. We can't stop the asteroid. Could the colony be evacuated?
Shepard, it took 30 years for the population to grow that large. I'm sure they're moving people to remote areas, but they'd never be able to get more than a few thousand off-world. We just don't have enough ships. No one does. Well, maybe the Quarians, but I don't see them suddenly showing up and offering us a ride.
Okay. I'll take care of it.
You better find a good place to hide. If the Batarians come back and find you...
Yeah. I think I'll make myself scarce. Good luck, Shepard.
Okay. We got some stuff to do then. that transmission tower that we need to hit up for these engineers' location is right nearby, so I can just hit that real quick. And then we can move on to the next of these fusion torches. Here it is.
En route.
And let's fix her up. Okay, survey station locations are shown on my map. Nice.
Eat this.
Oops, I accidentally threw a grenade. Oh well. And we can't pick them back up again, annoyingly, so yeah. Body.
This is Dr. Himes. They found me, damn Batarians. I can hear them out there prowling around, trying to find a way in. It sounds like they're attaching something to the door. If I don't make it, tell my family I love them.
Well, damn. The explosion would have killed her instantaneously. Merciful compared to being made into a Batarian slave, maybe, but not sure how much you can quantify that as merciful, really. But then you have ones like X57,
Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle demolition nearby. Proceed on.
which really are just a colossal pain in the ass. I will say this for it, though, and if you've watched my old Let's Play of this, you'll get the reference, but annoyance factor
Ground penetrating radar detects anti-vehicle
for this
demolition nearby.
is
Proceed on.
still nowhere near as much as Hoth or Tatooine in the Star Wars The Old Republic MMO. Which, those planets are just dead.
Damn. Sorry. There's a lot of feedback.
Nothing going on.
See if I can
Literal
fix it.
nothing.
In the meantime, just keep doing. Enemy contact.
Okay, there are people over there. Is he trying to unalive us?
Perimeter clear.
Yeah. This is a little mini game they got going on. Here,
Clear.
where you have to sort of thread the needle, I guess you would say. Because you have to move around carefully and dodge the mines, but not move close enough to set them off. As you can see, be strategic with your movement. Like that. It can be annoying, or it can just be like another day in the office. This kind of thing. And now they're off, so we're good. Into the building. Getting behind it. Gotcha. Yeah. Hi. Down. There we go. It's a couple drones in operation. Engineer somewhere. Engineers are the annoying part. Actually, no, the annoying part is the drones. I don't know what I'm saying there. Because there's mobiles that get hoppers, but they have nowhere near as much exposed surface area to their body for you to shoot at. Left. Oh, where are you? Last drone. It's the final drone. Come on. Screw it. Pistol. Pistol you. Yes, I am very bad with small targets. There you go. There's one drone. And then there's no drones. Okay. Is it all targets down or not, though? I think you need to get your heads-up display radar thing down, because this is not targets down. Well, it wasn't when you said it was. Anyways, disable this one.
Are you there?
Okay, that's
Hurry.
number 2.
Really pissed
And the
them all.
Batarians have noticed,
They're
apparently.
sending charges everywhere. I think he's going to blow this whole facility.
Get away from there!
Don't shoot, please! No!
And they're caught. Damn it.
Who's shutting down the torches? I won't ask you again. Find this problem and deal with it. Get her out of here!
Seriously, there's something about the design of the Batarians, with them having 4 eyes and everything, that really just makes them look exponentially more evil. Fired. And have their salary lifted from their bank account to compensate for their incompetence. And here's a body. Died from a single shot through his helmet from a sniper. Whoever killed him didn't even bother to search the body. Well, I'm going to melt that down to Omnigel. And then, if we go over here to the proper outpost, there are footprints leading off to the east. Communications are down. There are non-corporate dropships near the main facility. Can't be certain, but I guess it's heavy arms fire. Flashes of light near the horizon. As per emergency protocol, I'm arming the defense drones. Now, waiting for my pickup, I'm going to investigate. Oh great, drones. I hate drones. Are so irritating. They're small, and they're about as hard to hit as Geth Hoppers. Now in we go. Weapons out, boys and girls. Girls and boys, whatever you fucking prefer. Difference. Show your fucking face. Show your fucking face. Them. Let's heal up.
Metagel deployed.
Okay. Got a lot of them relatively easily. Thankfully. And once again, like all the structures, the torch disable thing is on the upper level. Because they put everything one floor up. I mean, it makes tactical sense that you'd want to inconvenience your enemy as much as you can. But from a personal perspective, it's a pain in the ass. It really is a pain in the ass.
Hold it right there. This doesn't have to end in bloodshed. Don't come any closer. We can do this the hard way, and we can end this peacefully.
Peacefully? You're telling me there's a Batarian that knows what that word means?
I didn't think you Batarians knew the meaning of the word.
Look, I'm just doing my job here. Hijacking this rock wasn't my idea. I signed on to make a little profit. A quick slave grab, nothing more.
A quick slave grab, he says. I'm sorry, Charm. From a player perspective, I like you. He's just arrogant and practical in the right sort of ways. And I think, the slavery thing aside, he could be a cool dude if you met him in person. But given Shepard's background, I'm afraid you've just triggered her murder his fucking face response.
That's reason enough for me.
Damn it. Get her! No one leaves!
Sorry, but I have the sniper rifle that is going to come and to murderize your fucking ass. Gotcha. Yes, I deliberately picked a fight because he mentioned slave grab. I mean, let's be honest. You make a snippy comment about something like that around someone whose entire home planet basically was enslaved, and you're gonna trigger something fierce. He had that coming, really. There was no way that was going to end peacefully with this Shepard. That's everyone. And we went back and looted Sharn's body, apparently, and found a card to the main installation on it. If only he hadn't made the slave grab crack, he would have lived. But alas, he did make that crack, so he doesn't live. Badly beaten before being killed with a pistol shot in the head at close range. It's likely he surrendered only to be executed by his sadistic captors. And that's a wrap, everyone. Found all the engineers. But I feel like gambling, so we're just gonna rush it.
Cover.
No, we're not fighting this out, Rex. Into the building. Turrets can blast out the wall for all I care.
Perimeter clear.
Grenade storage box. Yeah. For now.
Patching you up.
Finally.
Yeah. Rex does like to have the opportunity to shoot people. Okay. Gotcha. You are all sentenced to death now. Crimes of being Batarians and slaving pirate filth. Mostly the latter, admittedly, although I would be lying if I said Shepard didn't think they were one and the same to some degree. Okay, you overloaded. Nobody say we made special forces without being able to adapt. In that case, it gets their ass doing the talking. Go. Unit E for one place.
Good to go, Commander.
Rex went down again. Yeah. Looking a bit rough for us right now. Not surprised, though. Being honest, they have had the opportunity to entrench and dig in, and we're having to assault what passes for fortified positions in this game. So I am not at all surprised of these fellows putting up one hell of a fight. Unity. Get our friends back on their feet. Gotcha. Okay. Who's left? Who is left?
Die, human!
Just some trooper Luke.
You human.
Gotcha. Oh, it's the head bitch himself.
You're almost more trouble than you're worth.
I'm just getting started.
Predictable, but this is over. I'm leaving this asteroid. If you try to stop me, I'll detonate these charges, and your helper and her friends are all going to die.
I can't just let you go, Valak. Not after what happened here.
This is nothing. You humans have done far worse to the Batarians. We've been forced into exile, forced to survive on what we can scrounge up. It's been like that for decades.
You're also slaver assholes, and nobody likes you.
Don't make it sound like you're the innocent party here. You brought it upon yourselves.
Really? You invaded our space, took our resources, and when we asked the Council for aid, they brushed us off. We were left to defend ourselves, but the humans were stronger than
Again,
us.
slaver dipshits.
The Council...
I'm sorry, but the phrase slaver dipshits invalidates all your arguments by
you
default.
and your kind are the only reason we're in this position.
How does killing innocent people make up for that?
We had no other options.
You can tell how few fucks we give
Attention before
about this asshole's points
That's why
now,
we attacked
can't you?
Elysium. That's why I'm doing this. You forced our hand.
Yes, very interesting delusion you have there.
You attacked us first. When we retaliated, you ran off to the council hoping for help. When you didn't get it, you hid. You got no one to blame but yourselves.
Enough! You couldn't possibly understand. Actually, you just don't want to understand, and I'm done wasting my breath. Now, if you want your friends to live, I suggest you step aside.
Okay. So we have basically two choices here. We attack him, he detonates his charges, and Kate and the rest of the hostages die. Or we let him go. We save them, but a terrorist goes free. Now, Shepard might hate the majority of Batarians for Mendwar and for, like I said, being terrorist bastards, but we're not unreasonable. He has hostages. Our job in this whole thing is to save innocent people's lives. So attacking him and letting them die to kill him is very much not the approach we would take. You can go, but this isn't over.
You can go, but this isn't over.
I forgot Shepard said that.
Maybe, but I made sure you won't follow me today. Those charges are still on a timer. Better hurry if you want to save your friends. Perimeter secured.
Motherfuckers. Another one of these. And there are also drones shooting their pew-pews at me. Sometimes. Let's disarm these. Those drones are no real threat. I'm more interested in dealing with these things, which are the actual threat here. chance. My shields are holding up against that crap reasonably well anyhow. Good night. Fucking night. And they've all been deactivated.
He left. Is that all right?
Well, to be honest, it was the only option I really had. Though the thought of letting that bastard get away kind of made me throw up in my mouth a little bit.
Letting him go was better than the alternative. Thought you were gonna stay someplace safe.
There might have been something I could have done to help. I thought I should be here. I know this asteroid better than anyone. You did it. Another hour and our course would have been irreversible. I ran the numbers, Shepard. X57 would have struck near the capital city, the most densely populated region. But that's not going to happen, thanks to you. Is Katie in here? Is she all right? Is her team?
Balak was holding them hostage. I let him go to save them.
Let a terrorist go or sacrifice innocent lives. I'm glad that's not a choice I had to make. Is that... Will you get in trouble for that? I mean, he could do the same thing somewhere else, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could. Balak seemed like a practical man. Practical, but callous. I'm sure if he'd been in my place, Miss Bowman would be dead now, along with all the terrorists. But I'm not gonna sacrifice people who happen to be between me and my target.
So what happens now? The bad guys get away?
Only for now.
Balak gets away today, but we'll still be after him tomorrow and the day after that. Me, my crew, and every other crew in the Alliance. He'll run and he'll hide, but eventually he'll slip up and we'll get him. Bad guys never get away, Simon. Not unless the good guys give up.
Well, I wouldn't want you after me. Shepard, thank you for my grandchildren's lives. I don't think I'll stick around, though. Not with the team gone. Too many ghosts. It's time for me to get back and spend some time with my family. Before I go, I'd like to offer you something. Maybe you'll have more use for it than I will. As lead engineer, I get some quality items. Take your pick.
Alright. Well, we haven't really managed to find a halfway decent upgrade for this yet, so how about your Omni tool?
I know it's a lot to ask, but that Omni tool of yours? I could really use something like that.
Shepard, I think I mentioned that you saved my kids and grandkids. What's an Omni tool compared to...
Alright, fair point.
Take it, with my blessing. I hope you get good use out of it.
And about those engineers of yours.
One more thing. You asked me to look into your missing engineers?
Have you found them?
Unfortunately, just their bodies. They didn't make it.
Yes, all of them. Their bodies, anyway.
Oh. I see. Well then, I guess it's better than not knowing.
Take care of yourself.
Be well, Shepard. We owe you.
I will be keeping that item. Quarian ally.
I can't believe you let Balak go. Save us. I half expected you to just let us die. Sacrifice the few for the many.
Then I'd be no better than the Batarians. Besides, Balak won't get away with this. I know who he is now. He can't run forever.
You sound like my brother. He was always so stubborn, but always willing to do the right thing, no matter what.
Your brother was the one Balak killed?
Yes. Aaron. He was the one who convinced me to join the team there. Said it would be an adventure.
Not the sort of adventure you were looking for, I guess.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but I should see to Aaron.
I understand. You've been through enough today. I'll get out of your way.
Thank you. Oh, I don't even know your name.
Shepard. Commander Shepard.
Thank you, Commander Shepard. You're not exactly what I expected, but thank you.
Yeah, we said we'd get out of her way, so I'm not gonna stand around demanding answers to random questions.
I'll get out of your way.
Seems like kind of a dick
So
thing
long,
to
kid.
do.
I appreciate that, Commander. Goodbye.
So, that about does it for X57. And even unedited, it's not quite as bad as I was thinking. About an hour and 20 minutes or so. But like I said, I'm going to cut down some of the fluff that was just traveling places without actually doing anything on the trip. So that should help out. But anyways, X57 was the last of the holdups between us and heading to Vermeer. So, next time, we'll be doing just that. So, this has been Dark Phoenix Gaming. You've been watching Mass Effect Legendary Edition with Vin Shepard. If you've enjoyed this, and please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for more Mass Effect space adventures. And next time, we will be heading for Vermeer to finally continue tracking down Saren. See you then, folks. See you then.